Good day everyone, welcome to the channel. We are in my car today because I am officially going on vacation for the first time in I don't know how long. I thought I would take you with me, at least for some of the stuff I plan to do on this vacation. This is mostly about photography and videography, I guess, but I'll try and get some YouTube videos too. Now, right now, car says 574 to empty, and that's the mileage on the odometer on the old Pacifica here. Got some tunes going down here. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have pulled the Alpine out as early as I did, but whatever, this gets the job done. I've got my snacks, got my water, and I'm pretty well ready to go. Now, because of me being who I am, not buying a GoPro when I did, when I could have and probably should have, I can't really do the driving down the road type video for you. I tried my El Cheapo phone mount and that didn't work, so I'm just gonna drive, and then as soon as I've got something to show you, you'll come out and see what I've got to show you, I guess. Anyway, I'm not getting much done sitting here, so let's hit the road. Hello everyone, welcome back. We are here in the lovely town of Pontx, where I wanted to show you something awesome. Right now you can see concrete, but if we look up, my gimbal will cooperate. It is not cooperating. 1 second. Okay, so like I was saying, if we look up, and I do mean way up, we find one of the most impressive churches you can see in Saskatchewan. Here, let me flip you this way. Even that, you can't get it on the screen. It's that huge. And it always amazes me that something in small town Saskatchewan can be this large and impressive. And there's a convent right next door. These are both historic registered places. I believe this is the largest church of its type in Western Canada. So that must have been quite a feat to engineer. And I would take you inside, but honestly I don't know if it's open right now, and quite frankly I've got a lot of places to go and a lot of driving to do, so maybe we'll just walk around the outside a bit here. We'll go down here so we can get the full church in view. I've got a picture after dark of this church that I'll probably show you on screen that I got like 2 or 3 years ago. I just could not believe the size of the building back then, and I can't believe it now. So here's a good angle. Pretty much. We can get the sign in the shot. We'll get in the shade over here. And there you go. One very, very large church, and even this is too close to the building for this little lens on this phone. So yeah, I just had to come and show you this. Just a little stop along the way. I'm going to head to another church now, where I forgot my boot tray a little while ago. And I forgot it there because I was storm chasing that day. And I got myself in a hurry and just left it there. I used the boot tray as a launching pad for my drone, so kind of curious to see if it's still out there or not. It probably isn't, but maybe it is. Anyway, let's get back in Yonder car and we'll continue on. Well folks, here it is, the place I lost my boot tray. And you might be thinking to yourself, that doesn't really look like a church. Well, It's not. It's a school. The church is over yonder. And I've got some drone footage of that church that I will share with you as we're looking for this boot tray, but maybe not. I don't know. And I thought we'd go check out the school a little bit too while we're here. Anyhow, sorry if the audio quality isn't so good today, but I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning and I just do not feel like messing with the Weebill S and Z50 right now. I'll probably have to get it out soon because I want to stop and get a soda somewhere if I can find anywhere. But yeah, I'm extremely tired. I've been driving a long time. I've got a long way to go yet, and I just didn't want to mess with it. But on the other hand, my DJI OM4 is starting to piss me off already, so it hasn't randomly disconnected yet, but it has glitched out a little bit. So anyway, let's get out of the car and take a look. So if I were a boot tray, where would I be? It's probably not here anymore. I don't see it in the ditch here. I would have left it right about there. So where is it? If it's here. I don't see it lying here in the grass. Let's check across the road. You never know what the wind can do. Now it might be over at that church. So we'll go check over there briefly. I might do that off camera. I don't see a boot tray along here. Now I don't know if this was ever officially a town, but it's a dot on the map, so you never know. It wouldn't be the first time somebody named a town after a church and a school next to each other. I could name a couple of examples of that, but won't because I'm protecting those locations. So yeah, I am not seeing that boot tray, so it's probably gone for good. Hopefully it found its way to a good home because I don't like littering when I can help it. Now this school, if I remember right, is locked, so we cannot get inside it. And I'm not even going to try. And as I recall, yes, there is a little outbuilding back here. And I don't think that's open either, so I'm going to skip that too. I'm hoping I can get you a look inside this school here as we continue around the outside. I think I got a very limited view the last time I was here, and I just found the mosquitoes. Great. Lovely. Starting to be a hot day here in Saskatchewan. I do not object to that. Fortunately, the AC works in my car, so that's always nice, especially when you're driving a black-on-black Pacifica. Okay, let me see if I can get you a look inside. This is quite a big schoolhouse for one of these little prairie schoolhouses. Come on, focus. Okay. So, I don't see a boot tray here. So I guess I'll drive up to the church briefly and see if it's up there. I very much doubt it, like I said, but it's worth a look. So there I was, planning to get lazy and not shoot the church on video for you. And then I decided, what the heck, the OM4 is handy, let's just come up here and get a little video. It's a little bit smaller than that last church we saw, obviously. But it's just so nice to see churches like this out in the middle of nowhere being cared for like this. As a preacher's kid, I really care about stuff like that. It's good to see. Now, is my boot tray here? So far, I have not seen it. It's probably not here either, because I'm very certain I left it over at Yonder school. But like I said, we're here. Let's take a look. Now, the last time I was here, I came right about to this area, and I was set up for shooting still pictures, and I used the drone then, but I didn't use it off the boot tray. I launched it out of my hand and caught it with my hand. So the tray shouldn't be here. And it's not, sure enough. Unfortunately, this wonderful church is still here. One day I hope to get lightning with this church. That will not be today because the lightning is all supposed to be way over in the eastern part of the province. In fact, that's kind of why I'm going where I'm going today. However, when I got up this morning, I checked the forecast models, and I was not impressed at all. It just didn't look like anything was going to happen today. So we're going to have to see. There might be storm potential tomorrow or the day after. So I'm determined to enjoy my vacation regardless. If I don't get lightning, I'll get other pictures. There's a lot I haven't seen in the eastern part of the province, so I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, I'll get back in the car and continue on. Okay, we are at our next stop, and I'm getting real tired, so if I sound a little hoarse, that's why. Anyway, we are here in Willow Bench, and I just had to show you this awesome museum. This is the former convent in town, and is now a museum centered around Willow Bench's most famous resident, who also happened to be most likely Saskatchewan's tallest resident ever. There's a statue of him right up over there. And I'm probably going to mangle his name. Most likely. But I'll just show you here. There's the sign. This is a really, really beautiful museum. You should all come here. Anyway, there's a memorial here for Edouard Beaupré. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Probably not. If he were alive today, he would be tied for the world's tallest man record at 8'3". I'm 6'5", so I can only imagine how difficult life would be if I was taller than the ceiling in my house. Anyway, I don't know if I'm going into the museum today. I've done so much driving on so many back roads that I'm just flat out exhausted. It is open right now though, so it's tempting. No, I think I'll pass this trip. Anyway, I just wanted to make a quick stop here and just tell you about it. You should all come here. Now I guess we'll go on to the next trip, or the next stop. It might a trip if I get any more tired than this. Welcome to Saskatchewan, where your car can be any color you want it to be, as long as it's whatever this is. Nature controls your vehicles out here, unfortunately. Doesn't matter what you drive, it's going to look like this eventually, with a badly cracked windshield. Okay folks, I'm back. Our next stop is the legitimate Saskatchewan ghost town of Harptree, Saskatchewan. Now, I don't know how big this town ever was, if it ever was much of a town at all, but you are looking at the entire town right now, just that one building, and I'm betting it's the school. This is a situation that's pretty much repeated ad nauseum across the entire province. People came here to build a new life back in the old days. They built a life for themselves here, but the kids get tired of living out in the boondocks and they want to go to the city, so they go to the city. Meanwhile, mom and dad still live in these little areas, but the kids never come back except to visit. And they feel a little bit of nostalgia when they visit, but not enough to ever move back. So they stay in the city, and one by one, all these towns die. This is just one of them. I could name probably dozens more. Just in my area alone. There's Vidora, Senate, Govenlock, even Robsart. They're all just shadows of what they once were. It's really kind of sad. Anyway, I'm not sure how much more filming I can do for you guys today, because I'm thoroughly exhausted. I've got so much more driving to do, so many more places to shoot yet. I'm actually out taking pictures of United Churches as part of a project of mine that I started way back in 2017 when my father got sick. I just started taking pictures of United Churches because he's a United Church minister and I work for a United Church. So I thought I'd take pictures of these churches and start sticking them on the front of the bulletins at work. And now here it is, 2021, and I've got so many pictures of so many churches, I've lost count. One of these days I'll put them up on a slideshow as a separate video. But that's obviously not today, because I've got so many other churches to visit yet that I haven't seen. I'll just go over to this plaque here and show you what it says. I'm not sure what it says myself, so this will be interesting. And at one point the rail line did come through here. There used to be grain elevators here, and I'm not sure where they were located. I'm not sure if I could even find them. Foundations, I mean. Okay, so here's the plaque. Built in 1912. School burnt in 1920 and was rebuilt. And then moved here in 53. Closed in 66. So this has been closed all that time, with only a couple of swings left to show for it. Lots of memories here, I'm sure. I don't know if the school is open or not, but if it is, we'll take a look inside. Lots of memories here. This would be the town site here. So we'd be back around here somewhere, maybe. Look at that. There used to be 3 grain elevators here. 4 even. And there's another story that's common across Saskatchewan. All the grain elevators are going away. That's partly why I'm on this trip. To shoot as much as I can before it's all gone. It's so good to see this school in good shape. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this place. I will go on to the next place, if there is one. I've got at least one more ghost town to shoot, but that's going to be a whole separate video. Back to the car with me. Hello again, everyone. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, it looks like. And welcome to either the last day or the second last day of my vacation. I'm not sure which yet. And I'm going to apologize now because I really haven't taken you as many places as I planned for on this trip. And I think the reason behind that is I just planned too much, and I've been trying to do way too much already. I had so many photography targets that I've got about 90 gigabytes worth of stuff back on the hard drive back there. So there's a lot to go through, and even more to process. But I'll see if I can talk myself into one more day, which will not be here. I've got a funeral planned that I have to go to today. So that'll be in a different city, and that'll be quite a drive. Well, actually not that bad of a drive. It's in Moose Jaw, which is about maybe a couple hours from here at most. But yeah, I've got a funeral to go to, and then we'll see how I feel after that. And it all depends on whether or not I can find a motel room in that city or not. So we shall see. If I can manage to do that, I've got a couple other shooting locations planned for later today. If I've got the energy. I have not been sleeping well. I have to admit that. And the reason I haven't been sleeping well is I've been out all night a couple of times on this trip, so yeah, I'm exhausted and my allergies are going crazy because I've been out at all these abandonments and such that drive my allergies crazy. So I've got at least a couple more videos planned. I'll maybe do one highlights of this trip and another one, actually I gotta show you this. The other video, see that picture on my laptop? I went there. I got 4K video and drone footage there. That's gonna be a video. So can't wait to show you that. But yeah, anyway, that's the situation. And I guess I will see you in the next video. Take care.